this video, I want to revisit my video about entitled The Jehovah's Witnesses Are False Prophet. I'm making the description and link up there if you have not yet watched that video. I made that video 2 years ago at the onset of the pandemic. In that particular video, I have predicted or concluded rather that the statements of the top leaderships of the Jehovah's Witnesses pertaining to the pandemic that is happening back then, started to happen back then in 2020. And in that statement, they are making the assertion that the events unfolding back then is the onset of the what they call the Great Tribulation that will usher immediately to what they are calling Armageddon. Well, for the non-Jehovah's Witnesses viewers, Armageddon is the term the Jehovah's Witnesses is using to refer to the end world scenario wherein, as they are saying, Jehovah God will destroy all the non-Jehovah's Witnesses and He will save the Jehovah's Witnesses people and will usher them to what they are waiting for a long time, the what they call the paradise, or eternal life in the paradise. So during those months and on the onset of COVID-19, they are making those kind of statement that we are now in the final. As Stephen puts it, we are now in the final day or the final part or of the final part of the last days. So, in a very detailed manner, I have discussed and has ventured all the possibilities, what's going up on his mind by saying that we are now already in the final day of the final part of the last days. So, very redundant, isn't it? But to put it in a short way, they are just saying that we are now, because of the pandemic, onset of the pandemic, we are now living at the brink of Armageddon. But as you can see, we are now already 2 years. 2 years has passed since the onset of the pandemic, and well, we are still here. I am still here making this video, and I am alive. Well, in my Tagalog version of that video, I have made the daring statement that even if I die during the onslaught of the pandemic, my viewers will remember my statement that I have made with full conviction on my part that this pandemic is not the end or the start of the end of the world. As we can see right now, most of the world population has already been vaccinated by the COVID vaccine, and no serious situation has arise, or another outbreak, resurgence of the COVID. It became the COVID-19 virus has become a part of our lives, and because of so much precautions on our part, it will not affect us as it affects us during the 2020 uh, pandemic, at the height of the COVID-19. It will not affect us anymore on that kind of on that level of severity during the time of 2020. So, as I've said in that video, it will become, those kind of statement will become another another failed prediction on the part of the Jehovah's Witnesses leadership. So, what did they do now? For the longest time during the since the beginning of the pandemic, they did not went to their places of worship, which they call assembly hall or kingdom halls. They just contented themselves by conducting their worship services via Zoom meetings. But now they have started to assemble once again in their kingdom halls. And yesterday I have seen some of them doing the cart witnessing again in the busy sections of our city. So maybe this is a good opportunity for me to approach the Jehovah's Witnesses while they are doing their cart witnessing in the corners or busy intersections of our city. But I was expecting that if the Jehovah's Witnesses that I may approach as recognize me or know me as a former witness or a former elder, they will just go away. But if I will not be very successful in making a lengthy or a very engaging conversation by in the witnesses in my area, I will be doing this in some other place, as I have done that before I made this channel, YouTube channel. But I have not yet but I failed to record it in videos. But it will be a very exciting encounter, and I plan to share it in this channel if if ever I have the time to engage the witnesses while they are doing this their cart witnessing in the streets. Because I say that because as of now, many things is happening in my life, which compel me to be very busy. And as you know, I have been make a, made a video in this channel for the past 3 months or so. So my sincerest apology for my viewers, especially for my English viewing followers, because some of my videos I have done it in Tagalog without any English version. My last two videos, the Agimat and the divorce, on the English part is the title, but maybe you have already an idea of what I have discussed. And the divorce video in Tagalog, I have discussed it to show that the Watchtower leadership is flip-flopping in their teaching, not even waiting for some months to flip-flop in their teachings, but even in only one article, just like in the divorce article, question from readers that I've discussed, and my latest and my last video in Tagalog. They are reversing themselves over and over again on the paragraphs of that Watchtower article. And if you will have the time and look for it, you can easily see from that what can I say? They're not in their right mind and doing this kind of statement, because it is very incoherent on what they are saying. Very confusing. So this is now for my latest video in English, saying with full confidence that the Watchtower Society, or the religion of the Jehovah's Witnesses, is not the religion of the true religion of the only true God, but it is a false religion. Thank you, and may you have a good